videos. Normally, I don't talk about, the craziness that's going on. I haven't been talking about it. And that's because, I want my videos to be like an escape for you guys to kind of not worry about, the stresses and the worries of what's going on right now, because Lord knows there's plenty to be stressed about. But I want my videos to be an escape for you guys. However, today's video is going to be all about that. That's going to be the main subject of this video. So, if you don't really want to hear more about it, I'm not really going to talk about it, but more about how it has affected, us in the house. But if you don't want to hear about it anymore, because that's all we hear about all day long, totally get that. I don't blame you. Disclaimer number 2, apparently you can't say the name of it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Obviously, the big thing that's going on in the world right now. You can't say the name or put it in a title or thumbnail, which I think is ridiculous, because that's what's going on in our world right now. So for that reason, I'm not going to be naming it, so I will call it the C word, I guess, for lack of a better word. You either, I don't know if you like get in trouble or you can't be monetized or whatever. Either way, I don't want to find out. Not really in the mood to deal with that, so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna refer to it as the C word. That's disclaimer number 2. I had a third one. What was my third one? I have total brain fog. The third one was, I understand, believe me, that there are so many more people in the country, the world, that have been affected by this worse than my family has. So please, please don't take this as I'm sitting here saying, poor me, or we're miserable, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm literally just, I tell you guys everything, or most things, and I know you guys really like my life update videos, so that's why I'm making this video. So I'm not trying to, I'm not having a cry me a river moment. I'm just literally keeping you guys informed, and yeah, my prayers and my thoughts go out to everyone who is affected by this. It's crazy. So, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know this, because I posted about it the day I got my results. But my mom and I have both tested positive for the C word. That sounds so weird to say. But yeah, we did both test positive. So we're home. We're okay. I mean, I felt, good enough to make myself look somewhat decent and sit down and film a video. So, we're okay. We're just taking it easy. It kind of comes in waves. So I'll get into that. So I figured for this video, I can, give you a background on, why I had to get tested in the first place. I'll walk you through the actual process of getting tested, which it's quick, but it's not fun. It's not fun at all. And I can talk about what I feel symptom-wise, and my mom too. And yeah, just keep you in the loop. I feel fine. I guess I'll do the symptoms first. I feel okay. It comes in waves. For the most part, I haven't had a fever. I only had a fever once, and it was mild. It was 99 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's not, it's a fever, but it's not that bad. And that was only for a day. I haven't had a fever since. I just feel very, I don't know if you could see it on my face, I feel very low energy. I sleep every day now until anywhere from 11 to the latest I think I got up the other day was 12:30. So I just feel very fatigued, very tired. Like I feel like, you know, in those, like in 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓲𝓪, the cartoon where it's like the sloth that's moving really slow. I feel like that's how I'm moving. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but like you just feel like, I feel like I'm moving very slowly. I get random headaches at night. Not every night, but it's like, it's random. But around like maybe 6 or 7, like as the day is winding down, I start to get a headache. What else? I'm like right now as I'm looking at the camera, I don't know if it's like the light is making it worse. It's not lightheaded, but it's like, yeah, maybe it is a little lightheaded, like not dizzy, but I just feel a little woo, you know, like I don't feel like myself. But I mean, you can see me and I look normal. So it's very weird. When they called me for my results, you know, I told the woman who called me, a nurse, that I was like, I pretty much feel okay. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, minus a few things here and there, I feel pretty much okay. And she was like, well, that's good, I guess. That's literally how she said it. And she was like, you know, just monitor it. That could either mean that it hasn't really picked up yet, or that you're kind of catching this on the tail end of it. So, but let me start from the beginning. I'll start from the beginning. So, I haven't been to work in a week. Yesterday made a week. So yeah, last Mondays are like my Fridays, so last Monday I got home, and I had been coughing like that weekend, even though I was still at work, but it wasn't like a mucus, like gross cough. It was just like an annoying tickle in my throat that wouldn't go away, and it would make me cough here and there. But I didn't really think anything of it. It's also allergy season, and I usually have allergies, so I was like, you know what? I'm fine. I didn't feel sick. I was like, it's just a cough, whatever. But Monday night, I got home from work and I was really coughing. I was like, that's weird. Tuesday, which is my first day off, for like half the day I was coughing, but then by Tuesday night and all of Wednesday, I was fine. So I was, you know, doing my thing Wednesday night, getting ready for work, getting ready to go to bed early. And my phone rings around like 7 p.m. And it's a number that I don't have saved. It's a random number. And I usually don't answer those, so I just, you know, my mentality is if it's someone that actually needs to reach me, they'll leave me a voicemail. So sure enough, I did get a voicemail, and it was from HR, my job. And I was like, okay, I'll call them back in like a little bit. But I was like, again, I was getting ready for work the next day. It was like my Sunday, so I was doing laundry, I was eating, I was planning, like laying my clothes out, not really thinking, and this is on me, this is my bad, not really thinking we're in a pandemic. HR is calling you. Maybe call them back right away, you know. Oh, and I'll give you a little more background in case you don't know. I've been going to work. I had been going to work 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. I was considered an essential worker, I guess. I work for a news station. I work in television, and I'm a director for a news station, so you can imagine that, you know, the news industry is very busy right now. So I've been working, and the building that we work in, we also share it with other, like, they're like telemarketers, or like, you know, they set the computers on their headset and just answer the phones all day, like customer service, that kind of thing. We share a building with like 3 of those offices, so there are more people than just us in the building. And now, I've told you guys, I live in Connecticut, this mentality, but like getting up and going to work every day, in the back of my mind, I was like, it is going to be near impossible for me to not get this thing. Like, I knew I was in it. I was going to work every day. I would go to the supermarket for my family on the way home because I was already out and everyone else was working from home. So I was like, I'll just go for everybody since I'm already out. I went in with my gloves and, you know, whatever, and wiped everything down and all that. So anyway, my brain fog is already taking over. I can feel it. Anyway, so since this whole thing started, our building has shut down like 4 or 5 times to disinfect because different people were testing positive. No one in, like, none of my direct coworkers for the station, but the other people in the building. You know, one week someone would test positive, the next week someone else would test positive, and it was just like, it was happening more and more. They were disinfecting the building and all that. And it was scary, not gonna lie. It was very stressful to have to go into that building every day and work, but you know what? That's your job. That's what you sign up for, and it's nobody's fault. This virus is, oh, I said the word. Hopefully they don't come at me for saying that. But this C word, it's just, it's spreading so fast. The 2-week delay where you may not feel anything, but you still have it, makes it all the more dangerous. It's just very scary. It's nobody's fault. It just was a stressful work situation. So anyway, in the back of my mind, I was like, I would be very surprised if I didn't get it. So, last Wednesday, almost a week ago, today's Tuesday, the Tuesday after Easter, if you want a time frame, last Wednesday, I missed the call from HR, and then I still hadn't called back, so my boss called me, and she was like, hey, so, just so you know, someone tested positive in case you haven't heard, blah, 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 blah. And this was like the first time one of us tested positive. And I was like, oh, but I'm okay, right? Like, they would have told me if, you know, I was around that person, whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, HR reached out to everybody who had come in contact with that person. And that's when my light bulb went on, and I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, I got a call from HR an hour ago. I haven't had a chance to call them back yet. And she was like, okay, like, go call them and then call me immediately. So I did, but at this point it was like 8 o'clock at night. The guy wasn't answering. I called him like 3 times. So I called my boss back. She gave me another number to try, to another HR representative. He wasn't answering. So I left him a message, you know, all that. And I called her back and I was like, I can't reach anybody. I don't know what to do. And she was like, okay, well, just to be safe, let's not have you come in. Let's not have you come in tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning we can finally come in contact with somebody and find out why they were calling. But we both kind of knew, like, why else would HR be calling me? So I didn't go to work the next day Thursday, but I spoke to HR, and she, you know, the person that I spoke to basically was like, yeah, we're gonna put you on like self-quarantine for 2 weeks, but they said, should you go and like talk to a doctor, get tested, and be cleared, maybe after like 7 days you can come back. And in my mind, again, I felt fine at the time, minus the little cough that I had, so my mentality was, okay, I just want to go back to work, like, I'm fine. So they were like, yeah, don't go into urgent care, call first. Oh, that was my throat, sorry. Call first, and they'll tell you what to do. So I did, and spoke to, I don't know, it was either a receptionist or a nurse, I don't know. I told them my situation, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have you video chat with one of our doctors, which I thought was gonna be really awkward. But that should be illegal. Anyway, so I spoke to him and I basically told him my situation, and I was like, look, my job just needs some sort of documentation to say that I'm good and that I can go back to work again. That was my mentality. Just wanted to go back to work. Simultaneously, my mom was starting to not feel good. She had a fever, her chest hurt. She said she had a hard time breathing. So she managed to get a test the day before me. So the day that I was dealing with urgent care, she was getting tested while I was doing that. So then, yeah, the doctor was like, I'm sorry, I have like a fuzz on my face. The doctor was like, okay, yeah. He's like, I understand what you're saying. But then as soon as I told him that I had a cough, he was like, oh, that's like a respiratory thing. I want you to get tested. And I was like, really? Alright. Again, not thinking much of it. So I drove to urgent care. Luckily, we have one like 3 minutes down the street, so I didn't have to go far. My chest is red. What is going on? Sorry. I drove to urgent care. They tell you don't get out of your car and pull up to the curb, call the main office, and someone will come out. So a nurse came out in, the gown, the mask, the gloves, everything. I had my mask on as well, just to make her comfortable. And she brought out all my paperwork, the doctor's note, which looks like a prescription, but it just says C-word test and my name and all my information. And then another piece of paper, it had a phone number highlighted to call to make the appointment. So I was at urgent care for like 2 minutes, drove back home, called the number, and they made me an appointment for the next day. And they tell you that the test requires a deep swab of your nostrils. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. So that was pretty much it for that day. My mom came home, and then we just took it really easy because she really wasn't feeling well. They gave her an inhaler just in case she needed it, because she had a very tight chest. She said it felt like someone was like sitting on her chest, which I felt that for like a day, but then again it went away. I don't know. Like that. Anyway, so the next day comes and I come downstairs and my mom goes, again, I woke up at like noon, and my mom goes, doctor called me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, what? And she said, I tested positive. And I was like, no, you didn't. She was like, yep, I'm positive. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, there's pretty much no way I could live in the house with this person and not have it. Like, we're all touching the same things. We're all, And I was like, okay, well, there goes that. So either way, then, at that point, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's positive or negative. So I went and I did the test. My mom went with me. I'll put a picture somewhere here of us online at the test. She just came with me. Obviously, she got her results, but she just came with me because she was like, trust me, you don't want to go alone. I was like, okay. So at least the way they're doing it around here, you cannot obviously go into the hospital. The testing is not in the hospital, because imagine a bunch of infected people going inside one space, and that would be a nightmare. So they did it, the hospital around me, they did it in the parking garage. So the line like comes out to the street out of the parking garage, and you line up, and the cars just move slowly. They make like a little pathway, and there's a bunch of signs. There was cops everywhere. There was like the workers in like their gowns and their shield masks. Like, it was just very, not scary, but it was very surreal. Like, I was like, this is real life right now. Like, it was very surreal. I felt like I was in a movie. And there are a bunch of signs. They only allow you to roll your window down an inch, obviously, to keep a barrier there. I had to hold my driver's license and my insurance card up against the driver's window so they could take a picture of it. tables set up, like 2 different testing stations, kind of. And I pulled up to the last one, and a woman came over. They were very nice, because I guess they know that the test isn't very enjoyable, so they're very nice to you. And everybody was really nice. Everybody was like, oh, feel better, feel better. And I was like, but I feel okay. Because at that point, I still really did feel okay. And so she comes over, they tell you to turn your car off and roll your window all the way down. So I did, and then I had my mask on, so she had me pull it down just so that it covered my face, but my nose was exposed. And then they tilt your head back, or I guess I tilted my head back. It all happened so fast. I tilted my head back, and then it's this little skinny, it looks like a Q-tip, but very big, and it's skinnier, obviously, because it's got to go up your nose, and they just jam it up there, and they wiggle it around, and this is gonna be gross, but I swear they stick it so deep in your nose that I felt it in my throat. Like, they really, and they tell you take a deep breath, so I literally tilted my head back, I shut my eyes, and I took a big breath, and I was like clenching onto my steering wheel for dear life. And then she's done, and then she comes back in and does the other nostril. So just when you think it's over, they come in for part 2. So I mean, it was really quick. It happens very fast, but it's not fun. It like made me cry. Not cry like because I was in pain, but it makes your eyes water. And I was like coughing. My mom took a video. You're not allowed to take pictures or video there like while it's happening, but she did it after the nurse walked away. I don't know if she was a nurse, I guess I shouldn't assume, but the person who tested me, as soon as she walked away, then my mom wanted to record my reaction, because she did it the day before, so she knew what was coming. I'll put a little clip of it here. It made me cough, I was crying, and in the video, she's like, how far did they go? And I'm pretty sure you can hear me say, I felt it in my throat. So then that was it. Then we went home, and I was like keeping my job in the loop, you know. I just got my test, here's all my paperwork, blah blah blah. So they put me on administrative leave, so I can't go to work for 2 weeks. But even if my test came back negative, because my mom was positive, I still wouldn't have been able to go back to work. So the next morning I started to feel, and I was like, I don't know if this is just in my head or what. That's when I started to feel even more like low energy. But yeah, they called me from urgent care the next morning, and they told me that they had my test results, and they told me that I was positive. And so, you know, they explain everything to you, you know, home for 2 weeks, blah blah blah, give you a work note, you know, when the 2 weeks is up and you're cleared and all that. So that's when she said, you know, it could be picking up now and you just don't really feel it yet, but it's in your system. Or, you know, you've had it for a while and you just didn't know. And now you're kind of like coming out of it. So I think it's the second one. I think I had it for a while, like from maybe when I had that fever. Maybe that's when it started. I don't know. It's just with this type of thing, it's so hard to determine, you know. So yeah, the past couple of days, I just like, again, like right now, I feel it in my head. I sleep a lot. But like, I haven't had a fever again. I take my temperature once a day, because sometimes my face starts to feel hot, but yesterday my temperature was low. It was like 95 in Fahrenheit. So, I don't know. I just feel weird. But I'm okay. Like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm it's more annoying than anything. But yeah, it's and then it doesn't stop there, because then I had to tell HR, and protocol is that when someone tests positive, especially one of us, they have to shut everything down, send the cleaning crew in. And so I'm like seeing all the emails come through, because I get them on my phone, and all the bosses are like, okay, we're shutting down, cleaning crew's coming in, everybody's gotta go home. And I'm like, they can't name names legally, they're not allowed to say who tested positive. But I saw the emails, and it was like, one of our coworkers has tested positive, and as a precaution, we have to disinfect the whole building. And I'm like dying of embarrassment, even though, one, they didn't say my name, two, it's not my fault. I couldn't have helped it, I was just going to work like I was supposed to. But it's not that hard to figure out. If I like magically disappear from the schedule for 2 weeks, like, people are gonna figure it out. So then that night, they close the studio like midday, so another station, like when things like that happen and we have to like shut down, another station will do our shows. So it'll be like our stories and our reporters, but another station's anchors and directors. So they had to do that. They were like scrambling last minute to make a plan with another station, and I felt horrible. But then HR had me give a list of names of people that I had been in contact with, and our directors, we all sit in a little square office. It's very small. It's very hard to social distance in there and like keep 6 feet at all times. It's near impossible. So we've been like spreading out. Like if there are a lot of people, a lot of directors on shift at the same time, then another director will go sit in another room, and we try to social distance as much as we could, constantly wiping things down, gloves, like the whole thing. So we were really trying our best, but we had to go to work and bring people the information and give people tips on how to stay safe, the whole thing. So we were just doing our jobs, but I was like, I have to be honest, because this is people's health, I have to really take that into consideration. So I named a lot of directors. Like, I took most of the directors out, because if they sat right next to me, like that Monday, the last day that I was there, they were sitting right next to me, and I can't not name them, because it's not just their health too, it's their family's health, and all of our coworkers, even the non-directors who don't sit in our same room, but we still all touch the same things and interact, and so anyway, I feel really bad, because now, out of like all the directors, I think there are only like 2 or 3 that are still working right now. And I feel, again, I know it's not my fault, but I feel so bad, because this is like a hectic time where like we have our normal shows of the day, and then press conferences and things that we need to record and things that we need to cut, and we have this thing called master control, which has playlists that it's very hard to explain, but it like knows when to trigger the commercial breaks and when the show comes back on, and then the next commercial, and then what show is going to air here. It's very important. It literally defines what is on people's TVs at home, and we've had to work with that too, because we're moving shows around. It's just a lot, and now the directing staff has been cut more than half. Ugh. I just feel bad. So like, I can't wait to be fine and get cleared to go back and work, because even like the other directors who I named, and I named a producer too, because he's around a lot, even if they test negative, emails because they still come through on my phone, and I'm like, there's so much happening. And I was texting one of the directors who I'm friends with this morning. She texted me, and I was like, I hope things aren't that crazy for you. And she's like, they are. But she was like, don't worry, it's manageable. So everybody's doing the best that they can. If I could go back to work, I would. Energy wise, I have enough energy to sit and direct a show, I think, but you know, it's in me, so I can't spread it. You know, even if I don't feel it that much, it's still in me and I'm still contagious. It's just funny how I remember when this whole thing started, and I remember, I don't know if it was like a governor, a mayor, I don't know who said it, but someone said it, like, as it first started spreading, they were like, expect this to happen to somebody you know. They were like, that's how much it's gonna grow. And I was like, oh, that's a terrifying thought. And sure enough, I got it. My mom got it. My dad had it as well. I forgot to tell you guys that. I don't live with my dad, but my dad had it. I haven't seen my dad in a month more. I miss him. It's so sad. Like, I miss like all my family so much because we can't see them. My dad had it. My dad had it really bad. My dad had it. He was the first person I knew that got it. And he had it like a fever for 2 weeks straight. He was very weak. He wasn't eating. Because his symptoms were also stomach related. He was very nauseous and he just wasn't eating, so he was like malnourished. And I remember my aunt was telling me that she was FaceTiming my sister and she saw my dad in the background sitting on the couch, and he was so like out of it that his head was like drooped over, like he was just like limp like that, like no energy. And when I heard that freaked me out. He scared me. He did. His case scared me a lot. He's fine now. I think he's been without a fever for like definitely a week. Like he's fine. He's over it now. He was like getting over it as I was getting tested. So thank God. He really did scare me. But he's good now. But it's just like, go figure. Like, both my parents got it. I got it. My stepdad, he's here with us. He doesn't want to get tested, which, I mean, I understand his mentality because he lives in the house with 2 people that tested positive. So his mentality is, how could I not have it? So he doesn't want to get tested, but we're treating it like he has it as well. I think, like, wouldn't you want to know for sure? But I mean, I get his mentality, I do. But he's fine though. I think he has just like a cough too, but he doesn't feel like fatigued or anything, so that's good for him. Yeah, I told my aunt, my dad's sister, who I've told you guys I go and like I spend the weekends over there because she's like 10 minutes from my job. And so I texted her and I was like, you need to monitor yourself because I've been around you a lot and I don't know how long I've had it. So it's just crazy. This whole, like, it's such it's our new normal. And I miss, like, socializing. I haven't hugged somebody in, like, 2 months. Actually, my mom hugged me this morning because I got mad at her. And so she came to apologize and she hugged me. But I guess we can hug because we're both positive, so whatever. But, like, a friend or someone, I haven't hugged anybody in so long. I miss going out. Like, this is really gonna teach us, or it's gonna teach me how to not take things for granted. Like, we can't even like go get lunch with a friend. Like, we can't do any of that. My nails. When is the last time you've seen me with stubby, chubby fingers? Look how chubby. I spent, I think, like close to 3 hours taking my starting to feel better now, so she's gonna be fine. If any of you that are watching this have either tested positive or a loved one has tested positive, I feel for you. You know, we're gonna get through it. Those of you who may have lost a loved one, my heart absolutely goes out to you. This is something that nobody saw coming. And I don't think, I didn't realize how big it was gonna be when this first started. I will be 100% honest with you. When this first came out, this whole C word, and it came from China, and it's growing, and blah blah blah, I was one of the first people that was like, y'all are exaggerating, wash your hands, and you'll be fine. Like, that was my mentality. I was like, just wash your hands and shut up. Like, that's it. I was one of those people. I will admit it. I think I said it in a video, and that I pre-recorded it, and like in just a week's time, it had blown up to this big thing, and I remember I left a comment on that video, and I pinned it so you guys could see it, and I was like, I realize now that it's a big deal. I'm sorry I said that, because I really didn't think it was going to be a big deal, and sure enough, it has turned into this huge thing. So I've been trying to, keep myself busy. Now I can't work out anymore because I don't have the energy to. I was telling my friends in like our group chat yesterday, I was like, I feel so gross now that I can't work out, and my friend was like, bro, you're sick. Like, what do you mean? Of course you can't work out. And I was like, yeah, but the problem is that I'm not eating like I'm sick. I'm eating like normal. My mom made a cake on Easter, like just from the box. She found one in the back of the cabinet, so she made it, and I had some. And then the next morning, I may or may not have had cake with my eggs in the morning, because it was a good cake. And then I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, Sam, you can't work out right now. What are you doing? So I'm giving myself this week to just do whatever I want, have a YOLO moment, and just give my body what it wants. And then next week, hopefully I'll be working my energy back up, and then I can at least like start walking on the treadmill and just like building my energy up from there. We'll see how that goes. I've been watching so much Netflix, it's disgusting. Not even just Netflix, just like watching movies in general. I rewatched the entire Twilight Saga. All 5 movies. Oh, and they're so bad, but they're so good. I was so happy watching those movies. It was like, the first one came out when I was in 6th grade, and so it just like brought me back to that time. Why is my chest so red? It's weird. Sorry, it keeps like catching my attention. So yeah, I watched all those movies, finished All American. I had seen the first season last year when it first came out, and I told everybody to watch it, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy, and now everybody loves the second season and thinks it's a great show, and I was like, yeah, well, I told you guys that last year. But anyway, finished All American. I started the 10th season of Shameless. I'm watching Ozark. I just started season 2. What else? There was a show on Netflix. It's called like Toy Boy or something. It has a really sus name, but it's like it takes place in Spain, and it's like a murder mystery thing, but it takes place like the characters work at a strip club. They're like male strippers, and the club is called, well, it's called something else like in Spanish, but when you directly translate it to English, it's Toy Boy, which sounds horrible, but that was a good show. I watched the new season of Greenhouse Academy. I watched a whole bunch. I'm gonna have to make another Netflix video soon, because I've watched so many things that I can recommend to you guys. I also have a new found love of TikTok. I started seeing all the trends, and I was like, oh, I could do that. So then I posted my first one. And now, I think I've gotten to the point where I'm not really posting them for fun, like, to make fun of it anymore. I actually, like, try when I make them. I'm low-key too old for TikTok, but it is so entertaining. So if you guys want to follow me, it's just Sam, S-A-M, another M, D16, Sam D16 with 2 M's. And it's just fun. So if you want to follow me over there, it's also in the description. You can follow me on there if you want. And I think with all my newfound free time, I am going to go live on Instagram a lot. So if you want to follow my Instagram, it's just soft ASMR. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna go live, not like ASMR, like it's not gonna be whispering, but I'll just like do a little hangout, like in my regular voice. Just come hang out with me. I don't do those as much as I should anyway, so that'd be fun. And yeah, that's what's been going on. So I know this video was like all over the place. I wasn't very organized in my thoughts. Sorry about that. But I just wanted to kind of keep you guys informed. Thank you to those of you who on Twitter sent me really nice messages, and a few of you went over to Instagram to message me too. When you saw my post, I really appreciate that. That's very, very sweet, and they made me smile, so thank you. So yeah, we'll get through this together. If you guys are staying home, continue to stay home. Please eat like the old stuff in your freezer, whatever. Like, you don't need the fresh produce right now. Just stay home, and it'll be over soon, I hope. You also may see more videos from me than normal if I'm, feeling up to it. I think this week you might get 3 videos instead of 2. Maybe next week too, I